Hello and welcome to Don't Do This Guide. Today we're exploring a gardening technique, a method that's often overlooked but incredibly powerful in its ability to maximize space, improve plant health, and boost your overall harvest. That technique is more than just beautiful. It's trellising. We're going to unlock the secrets of vertical gardening and discover how this simple addition can transform your garden into a thriving oasis. Many see trellises as decorative, a charming addition to any garden landscape, something that adds a touch of rustic elegance. But their real value is in transforming your vegetable garden from a sprawling, sometimes chaotic space into an organized, highly productive ecosystem. It's about maximizing every square inch and creating an environment where your plants can truly flourish. Instead of letting plants sprawl across the ground, competing for sunlight and space, becoming susceptible to pests and diseases. Trellising encourages them to grow up, not out, guiding them towards the sun and air, creating a healthier and more efficient growing environment. This makes a huge difference in plant health and yield. By lifting your plants off the ground, you're improving air circulation, reducing the risk of fungal diseases, and making it easier to harvest your bounty. Think of it as a partnership. You provide the support, the structure, the guidance, and your plants reward you with abundance, with a cascade of delicious homegrown vegetables that will fill your table and delight your senses. So, what exactly is trellising? It's a term you might have heard, especially if you're interested in maximizing your garden space or growing certain types of vegetables. But what does it really mean in practice? Simply put, trellising is providing a structure, some kind of framework, for plants to climb, allowing them to grow vertically rather than letting them sprawl on the ground, taking up valuable real estate and potentially becoming susceptible to pests and diseases. Trellises can be as simple as a few stakes and some string, creating a basic framework for plants to grab onto. Or they can be as elaborate as beautifully crafted wooden or metal frames, adding an aesthetic element to your garden while providing robust support. The main goal is support, giving your plants the assistance they need to grow strong and healthy. This is especially beneficial for vining vegetables that naturally want to climb, reaching for sunlight and air. Trellising saves space, making it an ideal solution for small gardens or urban environments. By growing upwards, you're effectively letting you grow more in less area, maximizing your yield. It also lifts plants off the soil, which is a game changer for plant health. This improves air circulation and sunlight exposure, allowing for better photosynthesis and overall plant vigor. Ultimately, this reduces disease risk, as the foliage dries quicker and is less prone to fungal infections. Many favorites, a wide range of vegetables, cucumbers, beans. Those are classic examples. Peas, and even some squash varieties, really thrive when given something to climb, reaching their full potential. By mimicking their natural climbing habits, providing that upward support, we help them focus their energy on fruit production, leading to bigger and better harvests. Trellising turns your garden, even a small one, into a productive three-dimensional space, maximizing every inch. Once you try it, experiment with different designs and plant combinations, you'll wonder how you ever gardened without it. It's a truly transformative technique. It's simple, effective, relatively inexpensive, and the rewards are plentiful, both in terms of yield and the sheer joy of a thriving garden. So let's dive deeper and see which plants benefit most from this vertical approach and how to choose the right trellis for each. Why does vertical growth boost yields? It's all about light and air. Trellised plants get more sunlight on their leaves, powering photosynthesis and fruit production. Think of each leaf as a solar panel. More sun means more energy for bigger harvests. Vertical growth also improves air circulation, reducing the risk of fungal diseases. Fruits ripen more evenly and are less likely to rot or attract pests. Some plants, like tomatoes, focus energy on fruiting along the main stem when grown upright. Good airflow even helps pollination, making your garden more productive. The result? Healthier plants and more food from the same space. That's the science behind the magic. Not every vegetable climbs, but many thrive with support. Peas, runner beans, and climbing French beans are classic trellis stars. Cucumbers love to climb, staying cleaner and healthier off the ground. Smaller squash, melons with slings for heavy fruit, and indeterminate tomatoes all benefit from vertical growth. Even peppers and eggplants can use support to keep heavy branches from snapping. Malabar spinach and ornamental gourds are great for experimenting. If a plant has vines or tendrils, it's likely a good candidate. Start support early. Training young plants is much easier than wrestling with mature vines. Don't be afraid to try trellising something new. Choosing the right trellis is a crucial step in supporting your climbing plants and maximizing your garden's potential. It's not just about aesthetics, it's about providing the necessary structure for healthy growth and abundant yields. The ideal trellis depends on a few key factors: the specific needs of your plants, your budget considerations, and of course your personal style and the overall look you're aiming for in your garden. There's a wide array of options available, from simple and functional to ornate and decorative. So take your time to explore what best suits your needs. For light climbers like peas, which have delicate tendrils and don't require heavy support, simple netting stretched between posts or charming bamboo teepees can work wonders. These options are often inexpensive and easy to install, making them perfect for beginner gardeners or those on a tight budget. Now let's consider heavier crops, like tomatoes, which can become quite laden with fruit, or cucumbers, known for their vigorous growth, and even certain varieties of squash. These plants need the reliable support of sturdy metal or wooden frames to prevent them from collapsing under their own weight. When selecting your materials, consider durability. Metal trellises, especially those made from galvanized steel or powder-coated materials, generally last longer and withstand the elements better. But wood offers a more natural and rustic aesthetic that blends seamlessly into the garden environment. Don't underestimate the power of repurposing materials. Using reclaimed wood, old ladders, or even metal scraps can lead to creative and eco-friendly trellis options that add character to your garden. Before you install anything, make sure your trellis is tall enough, especially when growing vigorous climbers like beans, which can easily reach 8 feet or more in height. If you're unsure about the mature height of your plants, it's always wise to overestimate the height needed. It's far better to have a trellis that's slightly too tall than one that's too short, leaving your plants with nowhere to climb. Keep in mind that some trellises are designed to be permanent fixtures in your garden, offering long-term support for perennial climbers, while others are portable, allowing you to move them around as needed. The best choice depends on your garden layout, your crop rotation plans, and whether you need to move plants to follow the sun or protect them from harsh weather. Regardless of the type you choose, always anchor your trellis securely to the ground. Strong winds and the weight of a bountiful harvest can easily topple weak or unstable supports, potentially damaging your plants. Ensuring stability is absolutely key to a successful and rewarding harvest. Now, with the right trellis selected, let's talk about the strategic placement of your trellises within your garden. Placement and spacing are crucial for trellised plants. Even when growing up, plants need room for leaves and roots. Avoid crowding. Good airflow prevents disease and maximizes sunlight. Orient trellises north-south for even light, and leave space between rows for access and to prevent shading. Use tall trellises to create shade for delicate crops like lettuce. Companion planting and microclimate management make your garden more efficient. Prepare soil well and avoid planting too close to trellis bases. Healthy roots and good spacing mean vigorous, productive plants. New to trellising? Avoid these common mistakes. Don't wait to install trellises at planting time. Guide young plants early. Use sturdy supports. Flimsy trellises collapse under heavy crops. For big fruits, add slings to prevent vines from breaking. Tie plants gently with soft ties, never wire or tight string. Check and loosen ties as plants grow. Regularly guide and prune plants to prevent tangles and improve airflow. A little weekly attention keeps your trellised garden thriving. Simple fixes make a big difference. Trellised plants need ongoing care for best results. Water deeply and mulch to retain moisture. Vertical plants can dry out faster. Feed with organic fertilizer, especially once flowering and fruiting begin. Watch for pests and diseases. Trellising makes them easier to spot and manage. Handpick pests and use organic controls as needed. Keep guiding new growth and tying in stems as plants climb. For heavy fruits, adjust slings as they grow. Extend supports for indeterminate tomatoes if needed. Regular interaction helps you catch problems early and keeps plants healthy. Stay attentive and your garden will reward you. Harvest time is easier and more enjoyable with trellised crops. Fruits are cleaner, easier to see, and simple to pick. No more stooping. Harvest regularly to encourage more production, especially for beans and cucumbers. Use sharp scissors to avoid damaging plants. After the final harvest, remove spent plants to prevent disease. Clean and store trellises, or leave sturdy ones in place for next year. Take notes. What worked, what didn't, and what to try next season. Trellising is a proven way to boost yield, health, and garden enjoyment. Share your successes and learn from others. Happy growing! Here's to your most abundant harvest yet.